All right, guys, so I wanted to do a session in the FV4005. I'm basically just trying to one mark this vehicle, and then I'm probably just going to sell it so I can put all the coin into another vehicle. But this thing, man, like, I just keep playing it worse and worse and worse. And I don't think necessarily that I'm playing it worse. I think I've just had kind of a bad day today in terms of teams. Like, just the wildest things happening, honestly. And, one side of the map being left completely wide open. Like, I just got out of a game from Lakeville. We were on Lakeville, and literally we left the city wide open, and just like weird things like this. Three IS-7s on Mountain Pass the game before that, YOLOing me, or like I think it was a few games before that, but I distinctly remember that one getting YOLOed by IS-7s, and it's just like, dude, this tank is so difficult to play if you are having a game that's just inconsistent, right? Or just a session rather that's inconsistent. You need to have games that are super close where you could just sit and camp and get these easy shots on people. Like I find in this vehicle, I play one game and do 0 damage, and then the next game I do like 5,500 damage. And that's just the way this tank is, right? Like everyone knows that. I truly believe that like really good players are obviously going to be able to 3-mark this thing, but I swear like half of it with this tank is luck. It's a little bit of luck with a lot of other tanks, but with this tank, it is so RNG based and like it's so team reliant. When I tell you guys some vehicles are more reliant on a good team, this tank is like 10 times that, right? Like if you have a bad team, you are not going to have a good time in this vehicle unless you get a couple of good, like easy pennable shots, right? Because you only have to do like 2 full damage shots and you basically would almost 3-mark the thing, right? Like it's actually incredible like how easy it is if you can just get a couple of full damage shots to basically 2-mark this thing or even 3-mark it. But the reality is a lot of times the gun is going to troll you. You're not going to get those easy shots, and like you think you will be able to, and then like out of nowhere you just get spotted or something like that, or like your light tanks on your team are just really bad. And this tank, like you just have to be so careful with this tank is what I'm trying to say. It's like it is just the most awkward tank in the game. It's so RNG based. It's a meme tank, right? It's a one trick pony. And the tank just is so unreliable, but it's very fun when you do hit shots, right? Like it's really, really, really funny and enjoyable. But yeah, this tank, man, like it just does nothing but frustrate me, to be honest with you guys. Like I enjoy hitting some of the shots, but I was averaging like 2,400 damage in this thing before I started playing it today, and now we're averaging 2,176, and it's just like I just want to mark the thing so I can move on. And I'm trying to enjoy myself, but like this thing is just so it is just so trollish, man. And I thought I would have been able to actually increase my damage and increase my win rate. My win rate's gone way down. My win rate, I think, was like 56 or 57% when I started, which is probably part of the reason why, just bad teams. I'm down to 51% now, and like this thing is just weird, man. That's all I can say to you guys. Like it just doesn't matter what you do in it. You can tell yourself, all right, I'm just going to redline camp this game, and like you still will have a bad game. And then you'll play the next one, and you're like, man, screw it. I don't even care if I die right away. I'm just going to YOLO in with the heavies, and you'll do like 6K damage. Like the tank is just so funny like that. And I can go on and on and on with this, right, guys? But we're just going to get into the games. Like, you understand what I'm saying, but I just feel the need to, like, explain this and kind of go on a rant about how annoying this vehicle is, man. It's fun but annoying at the same time, just so RNG based. So I have basically full brothers in arms here, basically full concealment. I should have just went repairs, but I actually think it does help a little bit with the concealment, like 1% or something, which is really nothing, but honestly, like, it might make the difference between you being spotted and not being spotted from 445 meters away. Snapshot, smooth ride, obviously situational awareness, intuition, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I am running this thing with bounty vents here, the mobility improvement system, just the tier 2. I could put the tier 3 on it, but I don't think it really changes it that much, to be completely honest with you. And then the bounty aiming, and then I do have vent purge. This is how I saw skill for LTU run it when he 3-marked it, so that's how I'm running it. And I think he even ran the ammo like this, and obviously we're running rations as well. And yeah, man, this tank is just Today, I am averaging just under 2,000 damage over 33 battles with this vehicle, and like 300 assists, and I'm at a 45% win rate today. We've played the EBR 90 great. We played the 122 TM wonderful, and it's just like this is just not my kind of tank. I just think you need to have extreme patience when it comes to playing this vehicle. You literally need to lock your cursor onto a bush for like 3 minutes, wait for someone to get spotted, and take a shot for 1750, you know. And it's just like I do not have the patience to play this vehicle. That's really what it is. You have to sit so far back because you're spotted like as soon as someone comes into the 445 meters, that 445 meter range on the map, like when you're looking at the map, you're spotted. Like you're basically auto spotted. And so like that's, you have to just play, you almost have to redline camp on some maps with this vehicle. And it's just the case, man, you know? And again, I can go on and on and on and on about this, guys. And truly, I believe it, like, I was just a more patient player, I could be averaging 2,500 damage or more in this vehicle, or whatever the case may be, right? It's just, I just do not have the patience for it. I'm a light tank player. I am not good at this vehicle. I am really not good. I would say, if I had to give you guys an estimate, I'm probably better than like only like 60% of players that play this vehicle, maybe 70%. I feel like the statistics that XVM gives you are kind of inflated, but like most tanks I play, that percentage, I'm usually at like minimum like 85%. Like I'm better than about 85% of players. And again, a lot of people just don't really care about stats, but that's how I determine like how good I am at a certain tank. And this is just not my cup of tea, man. I can tell you that 100%. Maybe if I watched a bunch of skill videos or whoever, I would get better at it and I'd understand like kind of where I need to put myself. But this tank is just, it's just very, very, very interesting because you can't even put it in certain areas that you can put other tank destroyers for multiple reasons. The turret sticks out way too high. You can't turn the turret all the way, and the gun does not have any gun elevation. I noticed this on, I forget the name of the map, but I was like behind a rock and I was like this. I was on a very slight decline and I could not get the gun up high enough, man. And I was like flipping out, man. I was like, oh my god, this freaking piece of shit tank, man. But honestly, like this tank, I think it excels when you have a platoon as well, or you're playing with clan members. So that's something else I want to note is like this thing is just, it doesn't work when you're playing by yourself, you know, well, anyway. It doesn't work well, so. But we're going to try and make it work to the best of our ability here, and I'm going to come back like all the way back to here, because you will literally get spotted from like even all the way back here. So you got to be really careful. And I just have to figure out how, I might actually go like back here, I think. I come like back here. And like this is how you have to play this vehicle, man. It's just wild like how this thing works. Because see where the 100 LT is? I will be spotted within this blue circle. So I cannot play that close. I have to literally play like all the way back here. And this is how you have to play this vehicle. So let's see if we can get a shot in the Vickers or something over here. And I also rarely take blind shots in this vehicle just because the reload is so long. But anyway, guys, after my rant at the beginning of this video, feel free to give me some advice on this vehicle. Like, I'm just not good with this vehicle, man. I really just think it comes down to patience, and you guys know me, like, I'm kind of an impatient person. That's why I play lights, because you can move all around the map and kind of make mistakes and get away with it. You cannot make a mistake in this vehicle and get away with it. Most of the time, you're just going to get punished severely for it, so. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold this right here and just wait to see if this guy's going to poke this. Progetto's running away. I think actually I want to be on this side of the building. I'm going to come right here. I don't think I'll be spotted from all the way back here. Like, the T100 LT would have to spot me through this. Like, I just don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. So, sit right here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait. I want to see this guy poke, like, right here. Right there. Man, he's trying to get into this bush. I'm actually surprised. 100 LT must have moved if he was able to make it in there. Come on, Vickers, poke this. This is what you have to do, though, in this vehicle. You see what I mean? Like, I just don't have the patience for it, man. You know, I move my gun around, I want to shoot something else, and then it's like, okay, let me see if I can. There you go. 841 to the STRV-103B. Here's a great example of how you can shoot out of render range, guys. You ping it and shoot the ping, and I didn't even see the distance, but I'm going to ping it again. You can just do this to see the distance. 691 meters. As long as it's within like 760 meters, I think, you will be able to hit. After that, the shell will just disappear, basically. Like it goes into a black hole or something, you know what I mean? It just like disappears. I don't know. It's the game mechanics, but we're able to hit the STRV there out of render. .430's poking this bush line. That's a good play on his part. I'm going to ping this again. It was like this bush right here, right? That might have hit something, to be honest with you. I didn't see it splash, but it might have gone like out of render or something for me, right? Like it's so far away. I don't know. But yeah, I actually took a blind shot, believe it or not. I normally don't. I think I'm going to camp this Vickers now. Another reason why I was thinking about not even doing this session is just because I don't want it to be boring for you guys. I know a lot of people said, yeah, Whirls, we're not really interested in tank destroyers, but I'm just trying to branch out, you know, and play other vehicles. I've given you guys so much light tank content, man, and I enjoyed doing it for a long time. But it just gets to a point where I'm like, all right, man, let me get into like the 4005, see if I can just obliterate somebody, you know. Because light tanks get boring after playing them for so long, you know. Although I could play the T100 LT forever, man. I think so, like, just fast and versatile. I love it. I used to hate it, but I love it now. I wonder if I can blind this T100 LT. Where was he last sitting? A little bit higher. Yeah, that went through. It's going to be really hard to blind him because this bush line is so long. Like, he could be in any area of the bush line, right? So you guys let me know too if you're watching this part of the video. Please just shoot a comment down below if you're watching this part. Let me know how the sound is, because I think I put on low frequency enhancement, so it sounds like it's a little overbearing, but let me know how the mic sounds in comparison to the game volume. I didn't change the game volume, but I did put low frequency enhancement on, so I don't know if that changes anything. Oof. And I know the mic isn't studio quality, guys, but I have added a lot of stuff to OBS to try and make it as good as possible, but I just don't trust other mics. I got another like $100 headset, and the mic sounded considerably worse. And so this is why I just don't trust other headsets. I like this, you know, cheapo Logitech headset. Oh, Leo. Because the mic to me just sounds good, and I have the settings set for it, you know what I mean? But yeah, my goal isn't to make studio quality videos for you guys. I mean, 1440p, maybe the sound is not perfect, but as long as you can watch it and learn, you're good to go. Okay, I think what I want to do, I'm going to start coming back because I don't want to get spotted. So I'm going to come like all the way to the back here. just kind of sit by this bunker. Like back here. And we can go out and try and help like the E50M as well. He's probably going to go down, but we can kind of sit out here. We just lost way too much map, man, honestly. I don't know. Where do I want to go with this? Maybe here. Maybe here is better. Like, this is what you have to do, man. You have to plan everything out, right? When you lose this much map. Our Manny's still over here. I don't know if this is the best idea. I want him here. That would be the best place right now, but it is what it is, man. Like, he's going to do what he wants to do, I guess. But, like, this is kind of dumb because, like, we need him to spot all of this stuff. I guess it's not the worst play, but, like... Should I say something in the chat? Be like, bro. Help. Help. I don't want to pick on our light tank man, but it's just like, this is not helpful for us, man. There we go. Hit the super conch. If I can get one more shot off, I'll be very happy with this game, to be honest with you. Based on what we've had here. If I can get one more decent shot off, like maybe 1,000 damage or something, I'd be pretty happy with this. Good, hit the leopard. I think we're done for. I don't think we're going to be able to reload in time. I hope this 430U tries to, like, jump on top of me, though. That would really help. Okay. Let's come around. Vickers is here. Getting HE'd, getting HE'd. Ram me, ram me, ram me. Okay. Or don't. You know. Or don't, man. You know. It's whatever. No one can even ram me to give me some extra damage, bro. It's like... Gosh, man. Rude enemies, bro. Rude enemies. Okay, so we had, like, 3 blind shots, I think, in that game. So we'll see what the heck... Our score was 2 kills. But really what I've done is just turn off my competitive nature playing this vehicle, guys. Because it's just honestly, it is not worth trying to be competitive in this tank. So I guess that that one blind shot wasn't actually a hit. But obviously on the Leo and Kong, we killed them both. And we did 1554 damage. So it is what it is, man. You know, like... This tank is just so hit or miss. I can't play it anymore. Like, once I one mark this thing, it's so hit or miss that, like, once I one mark it, I'm done with it. I'm done because it's just, I don't like inconsistency. You know, consistency is all I know. It's how I've 3-marked my light tanks. The lower tier ones, the higher tier ones, and this tank is just so hit or miss, man. I don't even know, like, how people have the discipline and the motivation to, like, try and even 3-mark this thing, you know. This is a very interesting design on this tank. I don't know what's going on this thing. Some kind of custom camo. You guys can let me know. I don't know these things. So I tried to go here the last time I was on this map, and I think it worked pretty well. I'm going to try that. I think here is just like too close, man. You know what I mean? That's the thing with this vehicle is, like, I think if I played like hundreds of battles in this tank, I would get used to what actually works, you know? Like, what spots work really, really well. See if someone can spot one of these heavies crossing, like the AMX. Yeah. Nah, that missed. It's worth a shot, though. He actually stopped, that's why. If he kept going, maybe we would have hit him. That might even be out of render. I don't know. Let me see. 757. I'm not sure. I think it's like 740 or 760 or something like that. So yeah, I think if you sit right here, this is a pretty good spot because you're a little further back based on where, in relation rather to where the Vickers and the Gorillas are sitting. So I think this works pretty well, but you still... We're spotted, man. So Manny is right here. Still being able to spot me. I know he's on here, but like I didn't think he would come this far yet, but he's already here. And this is what I mean with this tank, man. It's just so hit or miss. Like I'm literally all the way back at the base, pretty much, and like we just can't even make this work. So now I have to figure out what I want to do here. Maybe poke like right here instead or something. But yeah, we're heavily outspotted on this side of the map. Manny's now in this bush. I think that's a good play on his part. Like, I can't even poke this man. I'm gonna get lit if the Manny's sitting out here in the middle. Thinking about a blind into this bush, but there we go, 1306. Oh, I forgot I had APs loaded, but that's fine. The APs still do, I think it's 1150, 300 millimeters a pen, 1750, 230 millimeters a pen on the Hesh. I really don't want to abandon this part of the map yet. It was like right here. Should have just pinged it like this. Okay, BZ75 is making a very interesting play. Wild, dude. Like, how am I even getting spotted from here? The Manny, like, came back or something, I guess. This is what makes this vehicle just so frustrating and why I can't play it. I don't have the patience, man. I just don't have the patience to go somewhere else, like, sit more, you know, like... Yeah, Manny's here. I don't know. He must have, like, ran backwards or something. I'm not sure what happened there. Because he was able to spot me. He was around the corner before, so... So I'm just going to run away from here, see if I can maybe find another angle. I think I should be okay at this point. Yeah, I don't really know where to go with this thing. Currently. I don't know, man. I guess I'll just sit here and wait to see if like anyone else presses the UDES or something. It's like, what else can I do? Everyone's pretty spread out. I'm a one-shot pretty much to everything. I don't know if I can try and double up with the Gorilla maybe. I literally thought that was going to miss the Gorilla and hit me instead. Figure out where these guys are. Why didn't he shoot me? Whatever, man. This tank, man. This is what I mean with playing this tank, man. Like, the better play would have been to be camping. So, like, the UDES went down so fast, right? That I didn't even notice. The better play would have been to be back here, kind of like camping this, I guess. And that's just the thing with this tank, man. Is like, it's so freaking awkward, man. And I cannot make it work. I'm just not patient enough, and I don't pick the perfect areas to go, and I get these teams, man, where like people can't hold a side of the map for me to get one nice shot off. Every other person I see that plays these vehicles, it's like tanks just appear like out of the thin air, man, out of the blue, and they're able to get like a 1800 damage shot. And I just don't get it, man. Like, I never have that happen to me when I play this vehicle. I don't know if it's just a bad luck thing, a bad team thing, or a placement thing on my part. Like, I just don't put myself in the right places, but I've just been losing games left and right with this vehicle tonight, and I cannot, like, I just can't make it work, man. We just gave up a lot of map, man. A lot of map. Like on this side of the map. Yeah, you cannot hide this thing, man. Like, you just can't hide it. But we did 1300 damage, luckily, into the 2685. And so I guess that kind of keeps the mark up a little bit. I'm only at 1775 in this thing, man. You know? Like, just to give you guys a comparison so that you understand, like, why I think I'm so bad in this vehicle. Look at the damage. Can you see this? Not with the camera there. Okay. Look at the damage I average in the Tier 9 Waffle Panzer. 2,618 damage compared to 2,155 now that we're averaging in the FV4005. That's how hit or miss this thing is to me. Like, I just can't do anything in this vehicle, man. Like, I swear it's a combination of me just not playing it well and the teams just being, like, really bad, you know? Because I hate to be that person that makes excuses and says, like, oh, the team's just bad. But I know I don't play this thing well, but it feels like today, like, every team I'm on, man, like, I just cannot get any easy shots with this tank at all. So it's been very, very frustrating. I think I'm going to play, like, over here. I tried this the other time I was on this map. I've actually been on this side a couple times, and I think this works the best. Because if you try and go up here, you just get spotted, like, right away, man. Like, it's just, you have to play way in the back with this thing. So I'm gonna try and the T100's going over here. Okay. Just not fast enough to hit these guys. Okay, here we go. I do have the APs loaded, I'm aware of that. That missed. Okay, I'm going to load the Hesh rounds. There's a lot of guys over here. I don't know if these E100s are going to push in or what, but I'm going to stay here, I think. I just have to be careful of this. I don't want the bat chat to, like, push this and I get lit. So I'm going to try and go back as far as I can. Okay, 537 into the side of the E100. If they poke this, man, like, good thing the Centurion's here, because he's preventing them from poking that hill. That's what I'm fearing, you know? I wish this thing could snap, and I would just, like, absolutely whack that 30B. They have so many people in this area, man. They're eventually going to win it. They might poke this ridge now. I should really run backwards. This is an interesting game, man. They just have a plethora of people over here. Can we hit this type 5? 260. He kind of stopped. I was trying to get the side of his turret. I think this is a pretty good spot, though, given where the enemies are. Just kind of have to be patient here. Wait for the right shot. But yeah, we're going to be basically like auto-spotted. That's the only problem. And then Artie's going to target us. Can't really do anything else with this. I mean, we can kind of come back like this, maybe. I don't know. Maybe this gives me a little camo. They just have so many people over here, man. Like, these guys up here should just try and, like, press this side or something, because they have so many tanks in this area. I feel like there's a way to counter it. What else can I do with this, man? Is there another spot I can go to? I just don't think there is. That's safe, you know, enough for this. Gosh, man. Can I just try and punish this 2684 maybe? Trying to see, like, there's a building right there. The way the buildings are is really weird. If I could sit like this and just kind of wait for him to poke that, maybe? He's, like, poking, like, right here. That building's, like, just barely in the way. I'm trying to get the right angle. I don't know. I can't tell. There's so much stuff in the way. Yeah, we got to be, like, right here, I think. Okay, let's see if this guy gets lit again. I'm going to try and take a shot at him, I guess. Probably should actually load AP, because I think the Hesh can't go through, like, destructible stuff, right? Okay, I actually don't really have a shot at this guy. man, what else can I do with this? Where can I go? Like, I can't really run out of here because of the 268's poking. This tank is just so awkward, man. I'm just not made for this vehicle, and this vehicle is not made for me. Okay, 268's coming up the hill. I'm gonna try and kind of get out of here. I'd like to reposition and try and put myself like right here. I think this would be beneficial. This is a really long game though. Like, I can't really complain about this being unbalanced. If the E100 pushes this, he'll probably light me, but I'll probably light him too. Okay, 934. What is this thing doing? It's like caught on the rock. I'm just gonna come down. I'm getting very, very, very uncomfortable sitting there. Yep, E100. Someone else can spot this E100, that would be really swell. I swear, man, I hate this vehicle. I hate this vehicle, man. I just want to mark this thing so I can be done with it. I really, really, really just want to get rid of this thing. Whatever, dude. 1731, 717. We'll play one more. Oh, man. I just can't get a good game in this thing anymore, man. I thought we'd at least have a good shot there at the E100, and then it hits like the gun or something like that. Does no damage. It's like, I see why people don't play this thing now. I thought like for sure that there would be so many people playing the FV4005. Once I got it, I'm like, I wonder why I only see like one of these on occasion in battle, maybe two a team, but like, it's rare to see them. Like, you really don't see them that much. And now I understand why, especially after the HE nerf. Like, I think the Hesh was the same. And, like, you could literally shoot people, like, 3 times and you only do, like, track damage or something like that. It's just, like, I get it, man. I get why people don't play this thing. So that actually hit. How does this do no damage? Not pierced. I thought the Hesh at least did damage. I don't get this. You guys can explain this to me? But I don't understand this. Like, does it have to partially pen? Or, like, I don't know what's going on with this shot. Because this is pretty accurate. Like, it's possible that maybe it did hit his gun, but I don't understand how this could hit here and not do anything. You know? Like, I don't understand that. I don't get that. Someone explain that to me. Because I do not know. Anyway, let's get into another game. And I'm sorry I didn't reset this, guys, by the way. I just don't even care anymore. I'm really just giving you guys this session for fun. Like, this is... I'm not giving any kind of advice, so I don't think the score really matters at all. But you guys can, you know, come along for the ride with me on the struggle bus here, you know. Because I swear, man, this thing, like this tank, bro. Oh, my God. I'm struggling just to one mark this thing right now. That's how bad I'm playing it. But hopefully we'll get a good game here. We're 40 minutes into this session, so. But honestly, like, even though I've played it kind of bad, I don't like I look at these games and I'm like, well, what else could I have done? Where else could I have gone? You know? And I'm just not a good enough player with this vehicle to look at that and go, other than on the one map we played, the snow map, whatever it's called, like, yeah, we could have chosen a different position, but I just look at it and I'm like, I don't know what else I could do with this thing. I'm just, you know, I'm out of answers. And I think it's just going to take some good RNG. But I've played a lot of games today where I did like 5 or 6k damage, so. You know, occasionally, 1 in every 5 or 6 games, I was getting that. I'm waiting to see someone right here. Why is everyone crowding this area? These tank destroyers don't need to be back this far. But they are. We got 4 freaking people sitting in this one area. It's like pretty much the only place I can go. Can I camp this Lorraine? Kind of hope he pokes again. Gone. Gone. Deleted. This Minotaur's very aggressive here, man. I would just pull back. I know I'm going to get spotted as soon as I pull through here, so it's got to be like one of those and come back immediately. Like a slap shot in hockey. Just a whoosh, and then back, you know. Okay, I think we need to kind of push this. Because we have a lot of people down here, and north is gone. So let's hope that these guys can be kind of aggressive, and then maybe we can take mid. But there's a lot of people unlit. Look at all these freaking people unlit, man. Bad chat. Right on the edge of being spotted there. He's going to try and poke in this bush. If this is a bush, I can't really tell. Where can I go where there's a building that, like, won't be destructible? Maybe I just sit here for the time being. Where is this boy? Okay, there he is. Good, turn your turret, turn your turret. I think that hit just didn't pen. This is what I'm waiting for, like a Leo right here. Come on, come on, come on. Wait. Ay, 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 man, with this thing. Oh, goodness gracious, man. Okay, I'm just going to try and slap this Kunza. There we go. Good stuff. Probably get hit from over here now, but it's just the only play I can make where I'm kind of safe. For now, can you ram me, man? Thank you. Thank you. Wow, I didn't even do any damage to him. Okay, 1839, we were able to slap the Kunza. We did get a blind on the Lorraine. I kind of want to play actually one more. You know, I want to give you guys a lot of games in this vehicle because I'm never going to play it again after this, you know. It's a frustrating tank, man. Those two shots there, like, I'm not that mad that they missed because, like, on the Leo, we kind of had to, like, lead the shot a little bit. I should have just tried to lead it a little bit more, but you want to be careful because you're trying to get the shot off as quick as you can and pull back because the FV has no reverse speed. So we did 32.23 there. That shot on the Lorraine really helped us out. 1,047, and then obviously 1,600 into the Kunza. We did hit the AMX for only 337, it looks like, and then the Minotauro we hit for 239, and the E50 we just rammed him, and nothing really happened. Or he rammed me. Good. Let's play one more. I'm down to a 48% win rate in this vehicle. I think it's just the teams. Like, how is my win rate went from like 57% to 48%, and I don't feel like I've played the tank really that much worse than I was playing it before that. In fact, I would think that like I've been more conservative with the tank. So, I don't know, man. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, guys. You know, it might just be a situation where like I haven't had a good session, you know, with teams. And maybe I was lucky the other time and just didn't play it as well, you know? It's just kind of like they're like evening each other out. Like I was lucky last time having better teams but wasn't playing the tank as well. And now I guess like I'm playing the tank I guess a little bit better, but the teams are shit. Maybe that's why. I always think sitting here is the best. I think that's where the other FV is going. I think that works the best in my eyes. Though you get spotted like immediately, man. You gotta be really careful. Gonna load the hash. Sit right here. We just have to be patient and wait for the right shot. I don't think any of these guys, like this is a really hard shot to hit. You gotta time it perfectly. So I don't think we'll have really any shots here unless one of these guys like just kind of sits in this area where I actually have the shot. I don't think it'll happen. I feel like those shots happen more often from where this guy just pinged. Like if you're on the enemy side. Oh, don't die, dude. Oh, God, bro. Yeah, I think we're screwed. I think we're screwed, man. I don't want to try and run away. I feel like running away, I just get spotted, you know. I'm going to try and blind fire this guy, actually. Where was that? Right there. Oh, that missed. Come on, give me something. This T100 LT that we have is very passive, but I actually kind of prefer that. I think he's doing fine. It's just a very passive position where he is. But it might work to counter this guy right here, the T100 LT. Okay, he's kind of moving. I give up, man. I give up with this tank, dude. I didn't realize, like, I guess how do I explain this? I didn't realize how open this area was, so I think, like, all the light tanks were just, or their light tank and, like, also a medium and stuff were just kind of, like, pushing through this area. I don't know where exactly we got spotted, something like that. Yeah, man, I just want to one mark this thing, man. Like, that's all I want to do. I just want to one mark it, man. But this tank is just so beyond frustrating, man. You know, it's so beyond frustrating for you know, these reasons. I don't know if we should have just ran away from there. Maybe that's actually not a good location to sit with for the FV4005. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to end this session here, man. Like, I want to keep playing it for you guys, but, like, this game is going to take a little while to end. And, I'm going to keep playing the vehicle until I one mark it, and then I'll be done with it. But, yeah, like, I just can't stand playing this thing anymore, you know? Like, it's fun when you hit shots, but, like, this thing is just so unreliable and such a pain and a frustration to play, and I get why a lot of people don't play it. I understand it now. I completely get it. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Probably play like a couple more, and then I'm going to go to bed and hope that I can one mark this thing tomorrow and be done with it. So catch you guys for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.